Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. I am back here with Charleston, and it's time to find out if he needs me to do anything else.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Well, it just came to my mind that I cannot keep you here all day, running errands for my horses. You must be welcomed by Harding. He's the Thane of Harwick, Aldor of the Eastament, and a very important man. I suppose if he's also the Aldor, he is. You should seek an audience with Aldor Harding if you wish to stay long in Harwick, Pineleaf. Thank you for your help, by the way. All right, fine. Speak with the guard, the one who told me earlier that he wasn't in a good mood. Oh, this will be fun. Hello there. Have you checked with Harding, and is he willing to speak with me now?
Welcome and well met, my friend.
The Thane does not like to be interrupted, but you seem anxious to gain an audience with him. You are the traveler who survived the siege of Langhold, are you not? I will take you to see him right away. Okay, let's go.
Harding is the Thane of Harwick, Reef of the Wold, and Aldor of the North March, and the time has come to meet him.
The survivors of Langhold are housed in tents. I would take them in, but short of having them stay in the meat hall, there's no room for them. I beg your pardon, but someone is here. Indeed! What is the meaning of this intrusion? Uh-oh, perhaps I came at a bad time.
We keep safe these lands. For how long?
Who are you, stranger, to interrupt my counsel? I told the guard I was not to be disturbed, save for critically important matters. Speak up! What dire news have you got? He doesn't seem to be in a good mood at all. Are you here as a spy? Are you a servant of Wormtongue? Believe me, I'm not a servant of Wormtongue. Or perhaps an agent of the Easternlings? Definitely not that. I killed enough of them. You may have come to seek their favor, but you will not have it. I do not trust you. Get out of my city now. You've wronged me yet, but I will not imprison you. But you're a trespasser and therefore under my command. Agumon, take this warden out of here. Do as you will. With pleasure, Elder Harding. Come, trespasser, you report to me now, unless you wish to see the stocks. Oh, wonderful. Alright, I'm exiled now, and I'm in Feldberg, which is a bit of ways from Harwick. Hello there, Agumund. What do you need me to do?
Will you aid the horse lords?
Harding does not trust outsiders, but this distrust has kept us alive. I cannot fault him for being cautious. You must prove yourself if you wish to be considered one of us. Speaking of that, if you would like to earn Harding's favor, I may have a few reports lying around that you could look into for me. Aha! In other words, do some work for him and he might allow me to stay. Or get back into the city, I hope.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Harding is suspicious of outsiders. You're not the first to meet his ire, and you won't be the last. He clearly does not trust you right now, but think of it this way. At least he did not throw you into jail. I think it is best for you to stay out of Harwick for a little while. You're now tasked with aiding me, and I won't have you venturing into Harwick on my watch. Do not disappoint me, Pineleaf, or Harding will hear of it. Oh, yes, and this quest cannot be cancelled until I prove myself to Harding's trust. Until then, I won't be allowed inside. Or I won't be able to stay inside, I guess is probably a more accurate term, unless I am very good at stealth. You know what you need to do.
Our success depends upon our strength.
You're
Will
now
you
a
aid us?
You're now a trespasser in the wold, and as such, you're bound to assist the soldiers here. Harding might be more inclined to tolerate your presence here if you earn some favor with his men. So you shall begin here. Do everything I say, and perhaps you will not be thrown into prison. Oh, thank goodness. South of Feldberg is a den of wargs that have lived there for some time. They have mostly stayed away from the road and travelers, so we left them alone. Lately, though, they have grown far more aggressive. As your first trial, you must find and defeat a pack of these hunters. Right. Kill wargs. And?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
And you wish to speak with the refugees of Blackhold, you say? That is for the soldiers of Harwick to deal with, not some stranger from distant lands. I suggest you mind me, lest Reeve Harving come down on you even harder and toss you into the dungeons. The Stinging Bog lies in the midst of the most traveled road of the world, and the marsh flies there look upon merchants, soldiers, and farmers as a feast. In other words, you want me to kill them, right? Yes. Well, I've killed flies before, even in Rohan, so I suppose that won't be anything usual.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
Yes, I see that you have acquired one of the war steeds of the Rohirrim, stranger. How would you like to test your steed's mettle on riding down the boars? Yeah, those filthy beasts are a menace on all the riders and weary. They trouble the horses and harm the lands, and you feel like having pork chops for dinner, I'm sure. Right, right. We know the real reason you want me to take them on. Now, I guess I should head out. Aha! Just outside of town, here we are. A bunch of wargs, and I don't know about you, but I think I can handle these well enough on foot. Actually, that was pretty good. Now, what about the flies? Yep, these must be the flies that he was talking about. Indeed, the wilds of the Eastament. You have discovered the Stinging Bog. Wonderful. The Stinging Bog is the home of a number of marsh flies that carry upon them trophies. Insect wings are valuable merchants and townfolk. Well, if you want insect wings, I can give you insect wings. That's an Easterling warrior. What's an Easterling warrior doing here? Taking a little bath in the fog here, it looks like. Alright, well, right now, though, what I need are flies and wings. Why? Because if I have wings, I might be able to fly over the walls of Harwick? Well, maybe not. Listen, what is this? A marsh fly nest, I guess. Stinging Bog lies in the midst of the roots of the Rohirrim merchant to destroy marsh fly nests. So that means there must be others here. And since there are flies near the nests, I could take care of 2 flies with 1 spear, right? Yeah. I think that's the way it goes. And if it isn't, well, who cares if I do a slight variation? Now for those boars, and as we established earlier, I will be much better off by fighting them on foot, despite what the quest text says. Sorry about that. And I know I don't get as much mounted rider XP points if I kill something on foot compared to what I would get otherwise. It says, you have earned 164 steed XP for a total of 1,000 steed XP. You would have earned 545 if you had been mounted. Yes, that's just to say, are you sure you want to do this unmounted? And I say, yes, because I find it easier to kill them this way. And I'm sure I'll get all the rider XP I need eventually. Right. Board number 1, board number 2, board number 3 coming up. And we are going to have roast boar for dinner tonight. I can already tell. I am back and I've taken care of those things. I took care of those wargs.
What brings you to these lands?
The hunting packs of wargs are dangerous on foot or while mounted. Your deeds proves that you're rather hardy. If you truly manage to kill one, you are certainly no stranger to combat. I'm pleasantly surprised.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
You defeated several of the pack members outside of Fang Point, but I wish to know more about the beast's movements of late. What's causing this change? It would be very helpful to know more. Would you scout to the north and south of Fang Point and see what's there? Alright, I will scout the northern and southern parts of Fang Point. Anything else? Oh yes, I've also taken care of some flies' nests.
Our mission is dire.
You destroyed nests of marsh flies while you were in the stinging bog? That was very good thinking, Pineleaf, and above and beyond what I originally asked you to do. It was thoughtful, and for that I'm impressed. Good, maybe that means I will. Yay! And I, of course, killed flies.
Our mission is dire.
Ah, what do we have here? I see that you collected several of the perfectly intact wings of the marsh flies from this horrible bog. They are actually quite valuable, for they have beauty for those with an eye of such things. The merchants can make much from them. Few trappers are skilled enough to wrangle these wings from the flies without damaging them. A trophy well earned. Good. And, of course, the killing of the flies themselves.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
I'm glad that you managed to thin the horde of marsh flies in the stinging bog. I always dread going there, that part of the road myself. I can mark these reports as closed, and for that I thank you. You are perhaps not so bad a warden as we originally suspected. You're welcome, I guess. And finally,
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
the guards report they are seeing more hunting packs like the one that you killed coming up from Fang Point than we've ever seen before. A pack that size is likely to have a few den mothers, busy raising more wargs. It is important that you defeat a warg den mother. Alright, so scout Fang Point and deal with the den mother. Gotcha! One advantage of a warg steed is that I can get around quickly if I need to. If I need to run away, I could run away very quickly. Of course, being a warden, I probably won't need to run away all that often. Why is there a quest ring on this? Old Pack Alpha. And this one had it, but not the others. That's rather strange. Trimming the claws. Kill wargs in Fang Point. Okay, fine. Yeah, the baby ones don't count as much, but I need to scout this way. Oh, here's Fang Point right here, I guess. But there's also an Easterling here that I need to deal with. Because we don't want Easterlings fouling things up. As you see, I didn't mount up again. That tells you how not comfortable. Where evil dwells. Actually, I think I usually follow the quest and actually mount up. And I always remember having a real fun time getting around at this point. But now, I think this is the easiest I've ever done this quest. So if it is really the first time that I've done it just by going through here on foot, then it really turns the whole thing about you can only do this unmounted that they always tell you. Now, I need to find the southern den, which is, that would be up there, I believe. Yeah, I think it's that pair of rocks up there. I see many a warg there, so that will be my guess. Yeah, here it is. the second den mother, though we only have to kill one. There you go. And I'm sure you assess the threats of the southern area. Actually, I think this is the fastest I've ever done it. On horseback, indeed. Right. Well, we need to kill 2 more anyway, so we might as well kill the second den mother. And this den mother is only a normal. I was expecting at least a signature. Well, that caught me not all that impressed. Oh well. And now, just one more warg, and we can head back. And if we're lucky, the captain will be happy and close another report. Whee! Oh yeah, and I trimmed some claws. Hold on, another warband is in this area. Hanrun. A warband leader, Hanrun, and his minions have been terrorizing the people of the world. Where is Hanrun? I think Hanrun is... where is Hanrun? Is he around here somewhere? Let's see. Zasperkirk. Oh, Hanrun is this away. How far away? Pretty close. I'm gonna get a look at him so I know whether it's best to fight him on foot. Actually, I better mount up just in case, because if he's on horseback, fighting mounted warbands on foot is a real pain. It's the ones that are on foot, though, that I find really... Right, okay. He must be moving away or something like that. Okay, oh. Well, that's a flanker. Where is this warband? Well. Hello, Hanrun. Oh, there he is. There you go. There's Hanrun. And yes. Oh yeah, all these things I'm trying to kill all at once. Oh, actually, I do have some other skills here, and it looks like I've picked up a couple more that I really should be trying to put onto my bar into their proper locations instead of keeping there where they're willy-nilly dropped when I pick them up. I forgot all about those things. There you go. And look at this. I think I could probably kill them 3 times over at this rate. I was expecting someone mounted. And with the number of things I've got here, and there you go. Looks like a couple of things decided to run off, but Hanrun, I'm hoping, doesn't do that. How many mobs have I got here? And yeah, this oh, it takes me so much longer when I am on horseback. Incredible. Okay, there you go. Done with that, and now I can report back in. First off, let's see what's in this box. I got 30 marks, 3 medallions, and 5 agates. Well, I guess it's better than what I got last time. Alright, I assessed Fang Point.
What brings you to these lands?
The wargs of Fang Point are a larger pack than I expected. Thank you for scouting it. Alright. And I also took care of the Den Mother.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You managed to kill a warg Den Mother and her pack? That was likely one nasty warg. Well done, Pineleaf. Well done. Whee! Now I hope that he's happy about that. But does that mean that my exile is over? Or do he have something else for me to do? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.